because of the clinching there. Yeah. They faced the Rockets in the first round. They did win that season series 2-1, but however, they also had two other gentlemen that were present and accounted for in those games. That being said, JJ Redick said after those guys went down, that being Luka and Austin Reeves, that everybody wants to face a hobbled Lakers squad, and everyone has the Rockets as a heavy favorite as well. Is there a world, Lou, in which that sentiment, and even pertains to the Houston Rockets themselves, perhaps they walk into this series just a little too, this will be easy because they're hobbled?
I think they're going to take care of business, but I also feel like the Houston Rockets realize they have a great opportunity to advance with a hobbled team. You know, you got your top 1 and 2 guys out. Now you're relying on a 41-year-old LeBron James to turn into LeBron James, and listen, that's not going to be an easy thing as well. He's going to get these guys motivated into the point where he can micromanage a game and try to put himself in a position to advance. But it's going to be uphill. It's going to be an uphill climb. But if I'm the Houston Rockets, I feel good about it. I'm looking around the Western Conference and I'm thinking, out of all of these teams, no Luka, no Austin Reeves, this is a great opportunity for us to springboard our way into the second round and give ourselves an opportunity to win a championship just like everybody else. So Houston, I'm sure they're hella confident. I don't think they're going to take this opportunity lightly. I think they get connected. And if I'm the Los Angeles Lakers, I recognize that. I'm reading the room as well, and I'm doing everything I can to go into this series prepared.
Luka and Reeves, they haven't been ruled out, right? They're gonna.
I mean, he's having his second.
Based on the timing, it's kind of.
Yeah.
See, this is again
close.
This is the situation we're talking about, where like this is a favorable match. Like if you're the Rockets, like you're like, okay, let's this is it.
Am I crazy to say you better win?
But
like,
that doesn't guarantee you.
Pressure's on Houston now.
Exactly.
100%.
Now Houston is expected to win. Now they're playing against a banged up team. But when these teams are fully healthy, I would go the other way. Like
Sure.
the Lakers
Right.
were the hottest team in basketball there for a little bit. They're so dangerous offensively. Both these teams are top 10 in offense. The advantage, obviously, is that the Lakers can't really get stops. I think they're 19th in defense, and the Rockets are 5th in defense. So they're more versatile. They're a more balanced team, but it's all going to be health. What version of Luka and Austin Reeves do we even get if they do play?
We do.
So that automatically gives Houston the advantage, but it's still not going to be easy because the Lakers can still outscore you and run you out of the gym.
Isn't Austin Reeves like a 6 to 8 week thing, and Luka's overseas right now getting stuff done?
Yeah, that's the timing. The timing couldn't be worse.
Yeah.
But it was
Can't imagine
anticipated.
them being out.
Well,
do
it
you
was
mean?
also anticipated. It is what it is. That's how injuries work, Chandler.
I know, but
You know how the human body works, but it's not their choice.
they'll play.
Okay, wow,
wanna
that's
see-
a hot take.
There you go.
You want to put that hot take out?
I think Luka more so than Austin Reeves. Like
'Cause
his
he's getting some-
like his timetable is off. Luka's in Slovenia getting
Well,
some non-FDA approved injections or something.
Where's he? Switzerland, Germany?
Wherever he is, he's not
Didn't
here.
you go
so
do
he's
that?
I did.
Is it magic?
I played.
Interesting.
How fast?
Interesting.
Not very fast. Oh, you mean like if I even physically?
How long did it take you to?
This stuff lasts like 3 months. Well, by the way, I'm talking about Regenikine. I don't even know if that's what he's doing, but that stuff is.
He's Regina something. It's gotta be.
That stuff is magical. But when it wears off, whoo,
Well, we're not worried about that. You're just at this point, no one's worried about
I just
that.
can't imagine the season they've had. Obviously, health is
awful.
health, but Luka's going to play. He's got to.
I mean, if you're going to do those flights, there's got to be something to it. By the way, we heard so many times how long about LeBron dragging a team of cadavers out there when he was in Cleveland and then got what he did done. If he was able to pull that off right now with these guys out, where would that rank in the LeBron totem pole of greatness?
It'd be impressive. Like, again, this is a guy that's 41, 42 years old who has basically been the third option all season long.
Sure.
He's had moments where he's been great. He's been very consistent. The guy's playing defense. The guy, his effort and everything that he's done, not just offensively, it's been unbelievable. It's been truly amazing. I've never seen a guy at this age, at this stature of his career, still be a dominant all-star, all-NBA type player. Like, it's just insane that we're watching this guy continue to produce the way he's producing. And whether he's in that USA team, point forward role where he can kind of get the offense going, initiate the offense, or he can be in attack mode, which looks like he's going to have to be that in this first round. I believe in him to do both. So this would be a huge accomplishment of already an insane resume, one of the best of all time, if not the best of all time. This would just be another wow moment for him to carry this team, past the Rockets.
Agreed. We got 21 years worth of great moments that we can pick from. And if he can put them in a position to get and see this thing through and be the Houston Rockets team, that's gonna go up there with everything that was talked about and they went through this year as a group. And for LeBron James to come out on top of this is definitely going to be something to be talked about. It's also going to be talked about. We might possibly see LeBron and KD in their last matchup in a playoff matchup. Both of those guys are getting up there and at the latter stages of their career. So that's going to be something to celebrate. So this means a lot for both of these guys in legacy, but especially for LeBron. But now that I think about it, for KD as well, new team, first opportunity in the playoffs. This means a lot on both ends, but LeBron's going to have to do some heavy lifting to even have that conversation.
You know why I like this series? Because either way, we're getting LeBron or Kevin Durant in the second round.
We are. This is a good point.
That's a fact.
It is a battle of the old.
Which would you prefer?
Wings.
LeBron.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I think that they're a better team. I think they've had a better season. I'd like to see
Okay,
them
but they
fully
don't
loaded in the
have-
next round.
But
Well,
that's
what I'm
not a
saying. I think that'd
guarantee.
be more impressive, too, for LeBron. But you never know how much time we have LeBron James. I want to see him go as far as possible.
I know, but what I don't want is for something to happen and the Lakers get there and neither one of those guys can even come back and now we just get what?
You know what? Selfishly, I know the Rockets are going to be good next year. They're going to get Fred back. They're going to get guys back. Who knows what this Lakers team's going to look like next
That's
year.
actually a fair point. We have no idea who's going to be on that team. Guys, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, this was their the big finale for both. 128-118 win for Denver. They do get that 3 seed in the West, despite the fact that starters sat minus the 18 minutes Jokic gave us in order to go ahead and qualify for the 65 games. There's so many layers of that 65 game rule over the weekend. In the process, they also just happened to put together a nice 12-game win streak to end the regular season, which also now means that the 2 seed Spurs are probably going to have to face Denver in the conference semis, I swear,
That's Lou.
and the Thunder in the conference finals.
I turned my volume down.
This is kind of what Spurs fans are waking up to a little bit today. Both of you are the worst. Are they going to regret? I mean, look, I'm not saying, when we didn't play, but are they going to regret this? Regret not maybe taking this final game a little bit more seriously?
I don't think so. I think they've had a great season. I think they've done all they can do. They've just solidified, their seed. And to win it, to get out of the West, it's going to be a dogfight regardless, right? A lot of these teams, you're going to have to go through the Nuggets, you're going to have to go through the Thunder, or vice versa, with teams having to go for the Spurs. This is a loaded conference. Think about it, the Denver Nuggets had such a great. Congrats, you get Minnesota Timberwolves, who
They do hate each other.
That's insane. And then the Lakers kind of had a roller coaster up and down, and now they get the Rockets, who I think would be a more favorable matchup for the Nuggets. Not saying that would be easy for the Lakers, but it all comes down to matchups, and this is going to be a tough, long series, I think, for Denver. I still think they have the advantage, they have the edge, but the Western Conference is going to be insane. I said this from jump. I think whoever comes out of the Western Conference is going to win the NBA championship, but it's not going to be easy. And someone was on our show last week. They said, you know what? The only advantage the East has is that the Western Conference series, they're going to go 6-7. They're going to beat each other up. They're going to beat each other up. And then by the time the Celtics or the Pistons get there, they might be fresh. But these series are going to be unbelievable. Even on the Eastern Conference, there's some really good series brewing. But this one in particular, Denver, Minnesota.
Yeah, there's some bad blood
7.
there.
Yeah, but I would ask, opposed to what route?
I'd say, I guess.
Opposed to what route?
They all suck.
You can't duck it. You can't duck it. We spoke all year about how strong the Western Conference is. Now here we are. There are no easy routes. You're talking about a Phoenix Suns team that's going to play Portland for an opportunity for their spot. Both of these teams have been relatively decent this year. Yeah. You got the Clippers matched up with Golden State for another play-in spot. You got Minnesota Timberwolves at a 6th spot. The Lakers and the Houston Rockets at a 4 and 5. Where is the easier route? There's no way around it. You're going to run into Hall of Famers no matter what. And so if you're a young San Antonio Spurs team, why not go through the rigors? Why not go through it? Listen. If we really want this, let's go through everybody that they said is going to be a better team than us to get there. So we got to do it.
Yeah, think about I'm saying the Lakers get a favorable matchup. Now they get Kevin Durant. That sucks too. So the conference is so
it was
low.
either Kevin Durant or it was going to be Ant Edwards or it was going to be somebody.
The play-in, obviously the Warriors are banged up, but the play-in, the 9-10 is the Clippers.
I think there's
Warriors.
some surprise there to happen. I think they're going to shock the world.
That is insane. And you know what else I like about these games, Beats? Carter Bryant got an opportunity to play more and more. The kid is a stud. That guy didn't play all year long. What I
like how you always champion somebody.
Flashes.
We have
Curtis Jones on the Nuggets.
He
just goes nuts.
You mean slam dunk participant Carter Bryant?
Did you see what he did to Jokic? Where he bodied him and just.
No, he's a big body dude.
I'm
I think
this guy
he's
doesn't
be
play.
valuable.
Are you kidding me?
He has had flashes.
But I love these games where these guys get opportunities, and now come playoff time, they might get thrown in there and thrown in the fire, and it just kind of kickstarts their career. This kid, Carter Bryant. he
You
showed.
big CB fan now?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
CB
get
to the
you-
moon.
get
The race for Sace.
God, yes. A lot of people thought, I mean, look, we could think whatever we want, but they say, the coach says we're not ducking anybody, all that. Do you think that there was some angling going on the parts of the, like
1000%.
Denver,
Yeah.
for example, trying not to get Timberwolves?
I told you guys a couple weeks ago, we're going to start seeing some chess get played because, there's no easy route, but there are favorable matchups individually. Like as a team, you like playing this team. They might have beat us once, might have beat us twice, but we didn't have any fear of them. We feel like we can adjust some things, and this is a better matchup for us. And so, yeah, I feel like a lot of these teams angled and found their way and found something that they feel like that worked for them. On the outside looking in, it probably don't make sense to us.
Right.
But on the analytics or the number side or just a vibe check side, a lot of these teams, they probably found the matchups that they wanted to begin with.
And on the Eastern Conference, I'm sure we'll get there, there's a little more confusing of chess that I think was played there that might come back to bite you in the ass, but you don't really know, right? And again, when the conference is so stacked, like you can't mess with the game like that. You can't go and try and get your advantage or your point, because you're still going to have to go out there and execute and play. So like the Denver Nuggets, to get out of the Western Conference, think about it. They have to pretty much beat everybody. Like, so do the Thunder, so do the Spurs. Like, there's going to be no easy out. So again, like Lou said, there could be like internally like a more favorable matchup that we know, and we're kind of like in the back of our minds hoping that we get. But like
Selfishly.
there's nothing easy about any of these series.
Are you guys excited about this?
I am.
Do we think this Denver-Minnesota first round, does this thing go the
I
distance?
got all of these going.
Does it go? I don't
feels
know.
like they
Does it
might.
go? I don't know who wins.
I got every
I
single
feel
one
like
of
the
these
Thunder
going
might be the
seven.
only ones that maybe don't have.
Who wins?
Who wins what?
The series.
Oh,
I'm saying,
the-
do we think it goes the distance? Hell yeah, I don't even know who's going to win.
Man, I'm not.
I gotta take the Nuggets, but like, would you be surprised if
No.
Minnesota beat them 4-2?
Yeah, I don't know if I'm
wouldn't.
all the way sold. So that's the point that you're making. Like
Yeah.
I really don't know whether it's gonna be Denver or Minnesota. I like both of these teams.
You want a
Well-
hot take?
Oh God, yes.
We would love a hot take.
You know we love hot takes.
Here
It's
we
not
go.
that hot. Denver in 5.
Oh, that's warm.
I mean, considering 2 seconds ago you said I
I
don't
know,
know
but
who's
then I
going
thought about it. I was like, nah, they're just got the best
You
player.
didn't think long.
Denver in 5
Denver in
is the
5.
hot take. Okay, honestly, that is a bit of a hot take. I don't know that a lot of people would agree with you on that, but fine, we'll take it.